Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Curling Court on the campus of St. Patrick High School, the oldest all-boys Catholic high school in the state of Illinois. For tonight's varsity non-conference matchup between the visiting Wolves of Niles West and your St. Patrick Shamrocks. Before we begin tonight's game, I'd like to introduce a junior here at St. Patrick, Victor Mitkowski, who will lead us in tonight's prayer.
Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. Dear Lord, on this night, we thank you for the many gifts you have bestowed upon us in our lives, our families, our friends, and our opportunities. We ask you to help us to keep on the highest level and to remember that sportsmanship is always a real instructor in all we do as athletes, coaches, and fans. And Lord, we ask you to bless in a special way those at home and around the world and protect us with their service to our great country. As always, we ask this through your Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen. St. John Baptist, take us up. With Jesus in our hearts.
Thank you, Victor. We'd ask you to please remain standing and remove your hats and enjoy the St. Patrick High School band plays our national anthem. Now, let's meet the starting lineup for tonight's game. First, going into the Niles West Wolves. At one guard, a 5' senior. He wears number 2, Kevin Gilliam. And another guard, a 6' senior. He wears number 4, Mason Williams. And a forward, a 6'2" senior. He wears number 3, Horace Beckett. And another forward, a 6' senior. He wears number 14, Richie.
Niles West Huskies. Jeffrey, going into this game, St. Pat sort of on a hot streak, not on a big win streak, but after this big game against Oak Park River Forest, Shamrock's been on a roll, and now we're 2 games above 500.
That's good because I remember one of the games we had this year, we were 4-5, so it's good to see me come back from being 1 under to going 2 above. So that's kind of good. Shamrocks have been doing well lately. It's good to see.
And Niles West being 6-10, a team sort of on the smaller side, a couple 5'10" guys, 5'11", 5'9" guards, but they got a big guy. You want to tell us who that is?
That would be Adnan Safarovich. He's a junior forward. It's 6'7". This has got to be their top scorer, top rebounder. He's their top player for sure, so he's one to look out for tonight.
As we got the starting lineups being announced right now for both teams, a couple more guys to look for on this Niles West team is Jalen Miller, number 15, Lucas Verdon, number 44, and number 3, Harris Mackick. But of course, we all tune in and watch our Shamrocks and our big players this year. And there's no way you talk about the St. Patrick team and don't bring up Austin Freeman.
I know. He's had a couple huge games this season, including the one against the one I just did the other day at IC. he absolutely went off. Him and Dom Galati, he's another one to look out for. But Freeman's been a very much bright spot, especially in that holiday tournament that we had this season. Yeah, he's been probably the top player for the Shamrocks due to Jacob Medina's injury this season
Yeah,
for sure.
Jacob Medina's injury. And we got an interesting group that looks like Kwame Anchapong, Joe Fanning, Dom Galati, Justin Walker, and Austin Freeman. So Kwame making the starting lineup. Not usually one of the starters, but that seems what Coach Bailey's got today. And the Shamrocks win the ball, but do not complete their play as Niles West will bring it down the court. Niles West has the ball on the top of the key, passing around right now. Taking a wild shot, alley-oop pass. Not sure what that was, but it will be out of bounds and Shamrock ball. Austin Freeman will be bringing it up for the Shamrocks right now. Passing around top of key to Justin Walker. Justin Walker to Kwame. Kwame to Austin. Austin to Joe. Joe in court, really dominating, but he will be off the mark on his first shot.
Yeah, but Joe's a good one to look out for. He's a real presence for Niles West. He's got to watch down in that post.
Yeah, Joe Fanning, of course, the biggest threat for this St. Patrick team when you're inside the arc. Now St. Pat's doing a semi-press on this Niles West team, poking it out, being chasing, and stopping it, but not getting that offensive rebound, but still playing harsh defense. Another three for Niles West, and that will be off the mark. Joe Fanning will get the rebound. Austin Freeman's bringing it up the court. And he's going to make a move, but he will get it knocked away. And down the court comes Niles West. Jump stop. And that looks like number 4, Mason Williams, getting the first bucket of the game. 2-0. 6:30 still in the first. Now passing around at the top. That's Justin Walker with the ball. Justin Walker to Joe Fanning. Joe Fanning in the post, and he nails it. Joe Fanning gets the first bucket for the Shamrocks today.
Now, if you're Niles West, you don't want to give that bucket to Joe because he'll do that all game.
All game, that's for sure. Niles West now bringing it down the court. Passing it around. Now they got trapped in the corner, but they will pass it out. Niles West, hits their first three-pointer of the game. That'll be Kevin Gilman to make the three-pointer. And Niles West shooting a lot of three-pointers today. So that's going to be that's looked like their game plan right now as Joe Fanning goes in and gets the 2 shots. Niles West has just been letting them fly today.
Yeah, I can't really knock him for it. I kind of get it when you got the guys like Kwame and Joe down in the post because you know they will block your shot if you go down there. So
an interesting way of attack, and that game plan is bringing back by Niles West head coach Mike Wozilewski for Niles West, and of course St. Pat's head coach Mike Bailey and assistant coaches Sergio Murillo, Scott Davis, Brett McDonald, and Dominic Cannon. Joe Fanning goes 1 for 2 on the free throw line, and it's now 5-3, 5:40 left in the first quarter. Niles West is going to be bringing up that ball. Pass around. Haven't even gotten close to the key. That looks like that looks like Justin Walker knocks it away. Knocks it out of bounds, but it's still going to be Niles West ball. All right. No press by the Shamrocks on the inbound. Just playing their solid, which looks like a 2-1-2 defense right now. Passing around top of key, a little slip up right there by Niles West, and it will be called a travel. No subs yet in the game. We got 5 minutes left in the first quarter. 5-3 Wolves lead. Shamrocks now bringing up the ball. That will be Austin Freeman to Justin Walker. Justin Walker's going to bring it in, dribble it out, and he's going to give it to Austin. Austin now, top of key, dribbling. Takes a quick jump shot, but will not land. And Niles West will get the rebound. Niles West gets it poked away, but it will still be Niles West ball. Big possession, really, to start off the game, because if Niles West gets a big shot here, having a commanding lead to start off the game is always nice, but a wild inbound pass, and the Shamrocks not going to wait, and they get the steal. Justin Walker's going to square up for the 3, but not shoot it. Joe Fanning passes it to Austin Freeman, but he misses it. So Shamrock's a little bit flat in the shooting already. Joe Fanning has all the points, but besides that, it's been a flat shooting performance. But Austin Freeman now gets the steal off a bad pass, brings it in, and one opportunity for Austin Freeman.
Now that's something to look out for if you're Niles West too, because I did the game the other day when they played IC, and he was doing that all game long. I saw him get like 3 or 4 and ones. So that's nice to see that he's being pretty consistent with that.
Austin Freeman, he's an aggressive basketball player. He will make the free throw. And it looks like we're getting our first subs of the game. Niles West are making some subs, and it looks like we're going to keep the same Shamrock Brigade out there. 4:30 left in the first quarter, and it's 6-5 Shamrock lead. Niles West now bringing up the court, going a little bit slow, a little bit cautious with the Shamrock defense. A couple turnovers just in a row. Bad passes are the key to these turnovers that Niles West are making. But now, a nice little move right there, but still passing it around. Have not found an open shot that they're looking for. Goes in between the defenders, and that doesn't end well. And Austin's going to pass it to Kwame. Bad pass to Kwame. And there's going to be a foul on. I'm not sure who the foul is on, but that's going to be Nick Chofie and Caleb Coro checking in for Justin Walker and Joe Fanning. It's going to be on Niles West, so it's still going to be Shamrock ball. Austin Freeman now has it at the top of the key. That's Dom Galati making a nice move. And I've been saying today, Caleb Coro from 3 off the mark. All right, Niles West is bringing up the ball now. All right, they're still passing around top of the key, not even getting anywhere close to the paint right now. Not even with Joe Fanning in, but now they decide to bring it in, and that does not end well. And Caleb Coro gets the rebound. Caleb Coro now dribbling the ball around. Austin Freeman now has it. Nice little jump shot, fakes it, passes it to Kwame. Caleb Coro now passes it to Nick Chofie, but he will be off the mark. 3 minutes left in this first quarter. 6-5 Shamrock lead. Still passing it around. Still haven't been aggressive enough to head into the paint. Niles West has. But I mean, can he be afraid? I mean, that's a big. I mean, a big guy in Kwame right there. Where you're really trying to get in there, but now that's an and one moment as they really just head in there. Sort of catching the Shamrocks off guard, and he'll get the and one opportunity to give them a 2-point lead. The free throw is good. 8-6 now. Niles West lead, and that's going to be Austin Freeman bringing up the ball. Austin Freeman ball as now passes the ball to Dom Galati. Dom Galati to Nick Chofie. Nick Chofie to Caleb Coro. Ooh, nice move by Caleb Coro. Passes it out to Nick Chofie. Nick Chofie's going to go in and gets a nice basket right there. That gets Nick Chofie on the board for the first time today. That was a nice move. A little bit
That was for a bigger guy, Nick Chofie being at 6'2", but that was a nice move for a big guy.
Very smooth move.
Shamrock's
Now
keep
trying to
being
get
aggressive.
in, but Dom Galati, of course, playing aggressive defense, trying to get in on him. Niles West now dribbling it in a little bit, but still playing outside that three-point arc. Oh, now they pass it in, and that's a beautiful move right there.
That's a nice turnaround shot. It's pretty obvious to see that when Joe's in the game, they're taking threes, but when he's out, they're attacking that paint.
That's right, as Austin passes it out to Nick Chofie, and then Nick Chofie back to Austin right away, and that's going to count as a three-pointer.
He's picking right off where he left off last game against IC. He was making them rain with Dom Galati the other game when they beat IC by like 30.
As that looks like Joe Fanning's about ready to check in. We got 1:30 left in the first quarter. 11-10 lead for the Shamrock. Joe Fanning's coming in. Kwame is coming out. And it will be Niles West ball. sort of impressive game so far. I mean, we didn't think it was going to be that. I mean, at the start of it, it didn't look that interesting. It looked like Niles West was just going to chuck up a bunch of threes, and the Shamrocks were going to have another stale shooting performance. But the way this second half of this first quarter's been playing out, it looks like it's going to be a fun game to watch.
For
And
sure, for sure.
a nice high scoring game as Niles West just hits a huge three right there. So it's going to be 13-11, less than a minute in the game. Caleb Curl has the ball at the top. Gets it poked out, and it's gonna be Niles West ball. 50 seconds left. So will Niles West hold it all 50, and try and get the last shot, or are they gonna just play it regularly?
And they're going to play it nice and early. I think they're going to maybe hold for that last shot because they got the lead. They want to secure it going into the second quarter. But this will be interesting to see what they do here.
Pass down low, but that's not gonna work. Broke it up. Caleb Coro, but passes it. Trying to get out to the wrong team. Oh, they're gonna call a foul there on Joe Fanning. Reached it a little bit too far right there.
Kind of a surprising move on Niles West's part. Joe back in the game. They're attacking that paint still.
Yeah, they're getting aggressive again and going back for that paint. That's going to be Joe's first foul of the night. Wolves have that opportunity to go have a 4-point lead, making a 2-possession game. The shot is good. Rattles a little bit, but still makes it in. It's going to be 14-11 now. 30 seconds left in this first quarter. As he gets ready for the second shot. It's up. And it's off the mark for Niles West. So now it's 14-11. So still a close game, but only 20 seconds left. And I would not be surprised if St. Pat's takes the last shot of this first quarter right now. That's what they're known for. They're known for running out that clock when the clock hits 40.
For sure, that's Coach Bailey. That's something he's been doing for a long time.
He likes taking that last shot, but Austin's going to take it right away, putting some time still on that clock. Hits another three-pointer, and Niles West will miss the desperation shot, so we're going to be tied 14-14 heading into the second quarter. And it's been all off to Freeman this game, having a whopping 9 points to start off the day.
9 out of 14 points in the first quarter. If you're Niles West, you got to be watching out for him. If you're on pace for like about 35, if he keeps going at this rate, so Niles West has got to watch out for him, and especially Joe down in that post.
Impressive first quarter from both teams. Niles West really bricking a couple shots early, but then started nailing a couple shots there at the end, hitting some huge three-pointers to give him a lead, and has been very good on the line, only missing 2 free throws at the start right now.
Yeah, that's very good. They need to continue that if they want to win this game.
Yeah, the Shamrocks, surprisingly, 2 for 3 right now at free throws, which has been a little bit of a struggle for them this year, but has been increasingly getting better as the season has progressed. And it is good to see that the Shamrocks start off the day with a very good job at the free throw line. Jeffrey, did you pick up anything from this first quarter?
No, I agree with you, Jack. I really think that they need to be watching out for Freeman. He had a lot of their points in that first quarter. They've been good at the free throw line, and they need to continue this. They want to win this game.
All right. Shamrocks will have their starting lineup minus Don Galati and add Caleb Coro in the game to start off the second quarter. It's an it's been I would say a very good performance by everyone on the court. There's been no really sore spot. I mean, besides not getting to the 3-pointer in time, but that's what's going to happen when you're not really focused on the 3-pointer and you're just focused on defending that paint. I mean, Niles West passing around until they find that perfect shot, and it's going to be out of bounds on Niles West to start off the second quarter. It will be St. Pat's ball going down the court. It's going to be Austin Freeman as normal bringing up the ball for the Shamrocks. Passes it to Justin Walker. Justin Walker to Joe Fanning. Joe Fanning will give it to Kwame up to the top of the key. That's Caleb Coro in the corner. Splash. Caleb Coro gets on the board for the first time today, giving the Shamrocks a 3-point lead. 17-14, 7:30 left in this second quarter. Pass it around, of course, and above the 3-point arc. And what was that pass? Getting a little bit too fancy there.
Yeah, they're trying to get fancy time this game up. They need to just get back to the fundamentals.
Getting back to the fundamentals and maybe going in the paint a little bit more. They started doing that at the end of the first quarter, but it seems like that's not their game plan right now. Their game plan is to stay away and keep shooting that three. Caleb Coro will be off the mark.
Like you said, they might be shooting that three a little bit more when you got Kwame and Joe in the game.
That's true. That's Caleb Coro playing some good baseline defense, making the Wolves go back out of the 3-point line. They're in the corner now, and it's a scrapping as the Wolves will get it, passes it, and this is the easy jump shot, but offensive rebound, but it will get knocked away by Caleb Coro. He's gonna bring it down to the court now. That's gonna be Austin Freeman off the mark. But it now looks like St. Pat's is playing a semi more aggressive defense right now, as they got Justin Walker and Austin Freeman both going up high, chasing for that ball. 6 minutes left in the second quarter, 17-14. Justin Walker gets that ball and will pass it back to Caleb Coro as the Shamrocks get another turnover. Shamrocks definitely winning the turnover battle right now. Very good for the Shamrocks winning that turnover battle because that's sometimes a struggle for them. But
Yeah,
Niles West right now going fast after getting that defensive rebound.
Yeah, like you said, the turnovers are something that really stood out in their losses. So if they can minimize the turnovers, this is a very good team, very dangerous team on the court.
Already winning the turnover differential by a lot because of these Niles West sloppy passes. As Justin Walker hits a nice little jump of J. Niles West will be bringing it down the court. Looking around, pass it. Still not even close to the 3-point line. They're playing really deep back, but they'll find it. A weak spot sort of gets in front of Kwame and behind Joe, sort of a no man's land.
An aggressive play on their part.
We'll get a nice, easy basket inside the paint. Pass it around right now. That's Kwame with the ball to the top. Now Austin Freeman has it. Austin Freeman passes it to Joe at the baseline, making a couple moves, passing it out to Justin Walker. Justin Walker goes in, and they're calling it travel on Justin Walker. 4:48 in the second quarter. Shamrocks 19, Niles West 18. That looks like Dom Galati checking in and Nick Chofie for Kwame and Justin. Jeffrey, if you had to point out something that's been spectacularly done by the Shamrocks so far, what would it be?
Defense. This defense performance has been great, only giving up 18 points up to this point, and their passes have been good. They've played an aggressive ball game so far. They need to continue.
That's right, as Niles West throws another sloppy pass. It's going to be Shamrock ball again. 4:30 left in this second quarter. That's going to be Austin Freeman bringing up the ball. Passes it to Dom Galati, who just makes it. No, it was Caleb Coro, actually. Caleb Coro, who makes that beautiful three-pointer, giving the Shamrocks a 4-point lead. Oh, no, not Caleb Coro. Sorry, that was Nick Galati. That was Nick Galati with that three-pointer. Nick Galati, not Caleb Coro. And again, Niles West making another sloppy pass. That's going to be Austin Freeman bringing up the ball. He's going to dribble it to his left, find no one, give it to Tom Galati. He's going to take a little jump shot after making a move, but he will miss it. And Niles West will get the rebound and bring it up the court. Now they're throwing a lot of lob passes here, throw across court, which is, high risk, high reward, I guess you could say. But they're really not trying. They're really trying to make the Shamrocks come out to them and see if they can get a pass inside. The Wolves will get a nice easy 3-pointer, but will miss it. And Big Joe gets their defensive rebound, passes it to Nick Chovy down there, but he will get stopped. And thankfully, Don Glotti's down there to get the offensive rebound.
It was a beautiful outlet pass here by Joe.
Austin Freeman, making a nice play, and they're gonna just say he threw it out of bounds and didn't get blocked. That looks like Caleb Coro, Kwame, and Justin Walker checking back into the game for Nick Galati, Dom Galati, and Joe. Niles West bring down the ball. 3 minutes left in this second quarter. 22-18 Shamrock lead. And they're passing the ball around right now. It's a weird sort of alley-oop pass, but does not work out for them. Dom Glotti's just going to pass it around, and that ends up to Caleb Coral will bring it in. Pass it to Justin Walker into the corner to Dom Glotti. Open for the 3-point. Timeout by Niles West. Sort of, what do you think is, Niles West trying to do to right now stop this Shamrock momentum?
Really trying to increase the defense. Shamrocks in their last couple possessions have had wide open shots, and Niles West maybe talking about their defensive scheme in this one.
A defensive scheme, but do you see the Wolves start attacking the paint a little bit more?
I think they do. They were doing that in the first quarter, and it was working nicely for them. They were keeping it pretty close, so I think they need to get back to that a little bit more and find a nice balance between that and playing good defense. And on those, they might be back in this game.
Okay. What do you think, Coach Bailey? Mike Bailey, the immortal, the Hall of Famer, is telling his team right now?
The immortal, to say the least, but I think he's telling them keep the momentum going, keep the passes going, keep the defense going. Everything's working really well with the Shamrocks right now. So
of course, it's going to be a cast of Caleb Coro, Dom Glotty, Justin Walker, Austin Freeman, and Kwame Enchupong. To start off out of this timeout. 2:30 left in this second half. Left in this first half, second quarter, as Niles West brings up the ball a little bit fast because Austin Freeman went up for a little bit of a press, but still goes nowhere, and a sloppy pass will not count because it will be jump ball, Shamrock ball after the jump ball. So Shamrocks have a huge opportunity right here to really give themselves a lot of momentum heading into this second half and really putting the game away before the second half even begins. And a little stoppage on the court. A little bit sweaty. They're working down there. A little bit sweaty, a little bit dive for the ball, but that's how this game works. Making sure our players are safe, because safety is first. Safety is always important. It's going to be Shamrock ball, 2:23 left in this second quarter. Austin Freeman will bring up the ball for the Shamrocks. Top of the 3-point arc. Dribbling it around, passes it to Dom Glotty. Dom Glotty will bring it in, passes it out to Austin Freeman. Austin Freeman now, he's making a little bit aggressive move. We'll pass it out to Justin Walker. Justin Walker will pass it back out to Austin Freeman. They're calling a little bit of a travel on Austin Freeman right there. That is something the Shamrocks definitely did not need right there.
For sure, I've noticed a couple times now they've got called for a travel. Justin Walker on that one earlier too. Now this one. Something they got to be avoiding.
Yeah, especially if you want to put this game away sooner than later. Niles West now really up in the tempo with 1:45 left in this second quarter. They're down by 7, and they're really looking to make a play. As bad pass, Austin Freeman now bringing up the ball. A little bit of a move, but will not get it. Just off the mark.
A nice Euro step by Austin right there.
As you talk about traveling being a silly mistake. that court violation.
That's
You, you,
rough.
you can't be doing that, especially with 120 left in this second quarter, and trying to really bring yourself back into this game and not have all momentum lost and having no momentum going into the second half. And that's going to be Caleb Coro bringing it in for the layup for the Shamrocks. Making it
Shamrocks is gaining
20
more momentum before the half. They go up by 9 now.
Yeah, 27-18 now. Niles West, though, bringing it in. Lob pass to the corner. Ooh, it is good. Making it 27-21. 50 seconds left in this first half. Austin Freeman out dribbling it around, who makes the guy fall a little bit, but will not expose him. 40 seconds left. And I would not be surprised if this is the last shot of the first half.
The Mike Bailey special.
The Mike Bailey special for sure. Austin Freeman just drilling it at half court. You know, he's not going to do anything unless Niles West really comes up and pressures him. But you really don't want to do it to that. A guy who's aggressive will go into the paint and has the speed to I'll beat you. Now passes it to Justin Walker, but Justin Walker back to Austin Freeman. 10 seconds remaining. Okay, gets an open three-pointer. I mean, yeah, you saw the pick was coming, and they didn't do anything about it. Desperation shot is in! Wow. Well,
What a shot to end that. What a half. Wow.
momentum not completely lost by Niles West after that miracle half-court shot, but it will be 30-24 right now for the Shamrocks. Uh, Jeffrey, what was the big thing that the Shamrocks did this first half? What do you think was their big key to getting this huge lead?
All around good performance. Good defense, only not even allowing 25 points. Good passing for sure. A lot of 3-point shooting. A lot of 3-pointers made by both teams there in that second half at the end there. Really swaying the momentum for both of these teams going into the second half. So it's going to be interesting to watch the second half.
Yeah, I mean, this game is not close to being over, that's for sure. We will be right back as we are right now in halftime. We'll let you watch some of the dance and cheerleading performances, and we'll be right back. I'm Jack Warner,
along with Jeffrey Schultz.
and we are about to get ready for some second half basketball. Niles West will start with the basketball. It's a 30-24 score if you were not with us the first half. Big highlights of this first half, of course, was the Austin Freeman dominant performance, and Niles West sort of being around the arc, shooting the three more than attacking the paint. So Niles West makes a turnover right away, and it will be Shamrock ball. Austin Freeman, Joe Fanning, Kwame Capone, Justin Walker hits the shot there, and Dom Glady to start off this half. Justin Walker makes a nice easy shot, and Niles West will bring up the ball. I don't see any second half changes from the Shamrocks so far because they didn't really need it. And it's going to be backcourt
Again,
Two
another one.
turnovers. 2 turnovers to start off this second half. That's not what Niles West needed. It's going to be Shamrock ball here. Austin Freeman, of course. Who else bringing up the ball for the Shamrocks? Justin Walker, passing it. But it will hit the foot, so it's still going to be Shamrock ball. Justin Walker's going to be passing it in. And it's going to be Kwame with the ball at the top. But right to Austin. Austin out, passes to Dom Glady. Dom Glady for three. Big! On 1 foot.
Shamrocks going up by double digits now at 11.
Yeah, 11 points already for the Shamrocks. And it seems like the Shamrocks have the momentum, even though Niles West ended off that first half with a miraculous half-court shot.
That was a nice shot for sure. That's one that you do want to maybe think about and capitalize on when you got that momentum.
Yeah, but Niles West will get the points in the paint. Not that many today, but we'll get some to start off. Start off their scoring for the second half. Justin Walker now has the ball. He's going to dribble it in, and he's going to lay it in, but it will be off. It's going to be off Niles West, though, so it's still going to be Shamrock ball. 6:25 left in the third quarter. 35 Shamrocks, 26 Wolves. This win will bring the Shamrocks to double-digit wins.
That'd be
they can pull
good.
it off.
3 above 500, and like I said earlier, they were like 4 and 5 at one point
Yeah,
this season.
They were below 500 after that Bennett loss this year, as Kwame draws the foul. And the turnaround after that Bennett loss, especially, once Jacob Medina got hurt, you thought, oh man, what are the Shamrocks going to do this season? But now it's sort of been Justin Walker's got some back, another important guard for this team. And even though Jacob is out, Austin Freeman's shooting has been so amazing this season. It sort of replaced Jacob Medina's impact of shooting.
For sure. And that's why the Shamrocks they win this
9-7.
game about to improve to 10 and 7.
10 and 7 after this if they win it. Kwame hits the first free throw, getting his first points of the night. And he hits the second. Kwame has the best free throw percentage of the Shamrocks today. Would you think I would be saying that? That's something great. That just shows how much the Shamrocks have improved on the free throw line, especially showing it off today, only missing 1 free throw so far.
It's a reason why, despite Medina's injury, these guys are 10 and 7. I mean,
hopefully soon to be 10 and 7. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Even though it's 37-26, anything could happen. It's only the third quarter and 5:50 left on that clock. So Niles West is going to have the ball, top of the three-pointer, pass it around, of course. It's going to be, of course, that same defense we saw in the first half that the Shamrocks are using. It's sort of a 2-1-2 sort of defense where Joe Fanning is in the middle, going around, watching that one guy. And you got people in each corner sort of going out. You got 2 guys when they're at their left. You got 2 guys when they're at the right. 2 guys in the corner.
yes,
But
Niles
they just
West
hit
hits a
that
3.
huge three-pointer right there.
Going
They hit an
against the
8-point
defense.
game. 5 minutes left. 37 Shamrocks. 29 Wolves. But it's just not fair when you have someone like Joe Fanning able to hit threes. I mean, he did it without even stressing. He sort of just pulled up like, I'm gonna hit it.
Reminds me of watching the NBA these days because I watch the NBA a lot, and all those big guys going out behind the arc and hitting threes just like we saw right there.
Niles West though coming back strong and getting a quick layup. Austin Freeman now passes the ball to Justin Walker. Of course, top of the key. Tom Gladi now dribbling. Will take the quick shot, but it's going to be a push off. A push off by Dom Gladi. Oh, wait. No, it's going to be an illegal pick on Joe Fanning, actually. 4:30 left in this third quarter. Wolves pass the ball around. A three. Uh-oh. It's another three-pointer. Now it's only a 6-point game. And again, it's close. So you really got to see the Shamrocks start closing it on defense a little bit better.
Especially
Not
behind
getting
that
so-
arc.
Yeah, not getting so
Wolves hitting a
relaxed.
lot of threes here lately in this third quarter.
Shamrock ball. Dom Galati dribbling on top, but passes it to Justin. Justin to Austin. Austin back to Dom. Gives it to Joe in the post. He's making a move, but he passes it out to Justin. Justin will take it in. Ooh, it gets stuffed. Niles Westmount bringing it down. Hurry up. Oh,
That's going
not
to be
a
a
charge. Is it
travel.
a charge to the block? No, it's again a silly mistake by Niles West committing a travel. There's a reason why the Shamrocks have a lead right now, and you're like, well, I mean, their offense hasn't been perfect. Well, it's because Niles West is committing so many turnovers that the Shamrocks are getting so many opportunities just like that. As Austin Freeman
Nice
making
move by Freeman
another
right there.
athletic bucket, giving him an 8-point lead.
Reason why he's been so crucial to this Shamrock win streak going on lately.
Niles West now has it. It's going to be, again, another turnover by the Wolves. It's going to be who else but Austin Freeman to bring up the ball. Dribbling it around, passes it to Dom Gladi for three. Ooh, just off the mark.
That would have brought the house down.
Yeah, that one would have been impressive, that's for sure. And again, Niles West making another silly turnover. I mean, 3 minutes left in this third quarter. You don't have that much time left. You have 11 minutes.
Especially when you're down by 8 here.
42-34. You're down by 8. You gotta really make plays now. And that's gonna be Austin Freeman.
The Shamrocks
else?
go up by 11 at 45-34.
Who else but Austin Freeman, though? Man, he is having one heck of a game, especially when the cameras are shining on him.
Something you not everybody has, even if you're talking an NBA. Be able to shine under pressure. Only a select few can do that, and Freeman is definitely one of them here for St. Pat's.
He's really filled up that role as the pure scorer this team needed. I mean, last year he was that defensive threat with Justin Walker, but that's a reason why the Shamrocks really couldn't score last year.
For
his
sure.
shot wasn't as good as it's been lights out this year. So,
And that goes the same for Dom Galati as well. Both of them probably putting in a lot of work over the
Dom
offseason.
Gladi, of course, putting a lot of work in his shot. Joe Vanning, though, getting a governed steal. Austin Freeman going to take the pull-up jumper instead of going in for the layup, and will miss it. 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Niles West now passes it in the corner. Air ball. Shamrocks will bring up the ball. That's going to be Caleb Coro. He's going to drive it in, pass it out to Nick Chofee. Off the mark. Now Niles West going to hurry down with the ball. Ooh, they're going to go with a block there on the Shamrocks. That's going to be Nick Chofee with the foul. And it's a 45-34 lead. Shamrocks with 1:30 left in this third quarter. Not a blocking foul. I mean, a shooting foul. It's been a quick third quarter.
For sure, because there's even considering all the turnovers Niles West has committed. This has been pretty quick quarter.
I mean, what have the Shamrocks been doing to really keep this lead that they have?
Anything they were doing in the first half, like I said, they had a really good, solid defensive, offensive performance in the first half, and now they're capitalizing more on that momentum here in the third quarter as they still up by 10.
Nick Trophy now will bring up the ball. Passes it to Austin Freeman. Austin Freeman making up a move, but we'll just pass it out to Dom Glotty. And it seems that the Shamrocks are sort of losing connection right now. Now they're committing the same silly turnovers that Niles West has been committing, and it's a sort of whole mission mash right now.
Hopefully that doesn't continue. If you're the Shamrocks, you want to minimize the turnovers because that's something they have been good about this whole game.
Kwame now in the game as the big man pokes that ball out a little bit, but will not go. And Nick Chopi does not get out to the guy in time.
Niles West with great ball movement on that possession,
Yeah.
leading to that wide open shot.
Well, that's what you got to need to do when you're playing an offense like this. Austin Freeman, though, draws the foul. I mean, uh, defensively, what do you like for the Shamrocks?
Everything about it, that post presence especially, that's been absolutely great. Joe and Kwame down in the post, it's been spectacular. That's why the Shamrocks have this lead that they do.
Yeah, that is for sure. I mean, rebounding has been crucial.
That's another one.
It has been crucial.
When you got two big post presences in Kwame and Joe, and that's something you shouldn't be struggling with too much.
But let's not forget about Caleb. I meant these guards rebounding, man. They do
The
one
guards
heck
are
of a job.
doing great boxing out against these bigger trees because, like we said earlier, Maine West is a bigger team. A lot of their guys at 6 foot, one of them at 6'7", a couple at 6'6". It's nice to see that we're boxing out well.
But Niles West hits another big three, so we got 40 seconds left. And it's again a 6-point game, 47-41. But the Shamrocks hitting a three right away. That's going to be Nick Chopi with the 3
This is
point.
becoming a shootout here in this third quarter. This
Yeah,
is
again another shootout. It's a 50-41, so it's a high-scoring game. Let's see the last time the Shamrocks scored 50 points. The last time they scored under 50 points was a win over Minoka. But, I mean, it's been really showing that the Shamrock offense has been on fire. Now passes the ball around. It looks like Niles West is going to be trying to get this last point shot. But it's going to be a turnover. 8, 7, 6, 5. Austin Freeman's going to take it in, but it will get stuffed. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Dom Galati. Caleb Coro, but they're going to strip it away from him. A bunch of stripping from each other right there to really end that third quarter. No shots were taken. It's going to be 50-41 heading into the fourth quarter. Eight minutes is left from the Shamrocks becoming a double-digit win team. So if you had to point something out that Niles West has found out to really exploit the Shamrock defense, what do you think they've figured out?
keep the threes raining because they, like I said, in that first quarter, not really so much in the second quarter, but in the first and the third quarter, they got the three-point shot really going, and it's been working well for them as of late here.
Both teams, I'm pretty sure, still have a lot of turnovers because we really haven't had that much stoppage in this game so far. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a very conservative fourth quarter, which both of these teams are going to be, keep their game plan going, but they're also going to be a little bit safe. They're going to not go for that one reach, they're going to play back a little bit. Because both teams, Niles West, they committed another silly turnover. St. Pat's are probably going to go down and hit another three like they usually have done today. And if St. Pat's decides to go and reach out, that gives Niles West another opportunity to hit a three-pointer. So both teams got to really play precise and not commit too many fouls at the end of this game. Niles West will get the easy start, though, as St. Pat's will commit the turnover. Austin Freeman now is bringing up the ball. Austin Freeman's going to bring it in. Ooh, will not make it, as Niles West will bring up the ball now. Niles West at the top. Passing it off the foot. Off the foot. So it will be Niles West ball still. They're going to start with it. They're going to pass it out. to who has been their main guy, Andrew Passett, number 11. He's been hitting a lot of their shots today. Austin Freeman, though, he'll bring up the ball. He'll lose it for a little bit, but he will end up making the shot. No question about it that Austin Freeman is today's MVP if the Shamrocks can pull off this win.
Sure, as he is for the season for this team. He's been very crucial player for the Shamrocks this year, and that's why they have the record they do.
52-45, 6:40 left in this game. That's going to be Caleb Coro making the move to Austin Freeman, though. Oh, my goodness. I mean, it's just like he doesn't miss. It looks like he has a magnet at the end of the ball.
For
I mean,
sure.
it just keeps on going in, and it's not missing. It's a 10-point lead now for the Shamrocks, 55-45. As Niles West is passing the ball around, and it's going to be a Shamrock steal by Dom Glady. Dom Glady to Austin Freeman. Pump big shot. In!
The Shamrocks hit another three and go up by 13.
A timeout by Niles West, and that's Dom Glady now.
They need to stop this momentum. It's a very logical timeout by Niles West here.
58 points. I mean, let's talk about a reason why the Shamrocks are 4-5 of these last couple games. It's because they're really, they got 49, 70, 55, 67, 69. This offense has been rocking it today. And their only loss, they scored 67 points. They lost by 3. And the other team got 70. So, I mean, it's been an impressive offensive year for the Shamrocks because you always think of, St. Pat's, a big defensive team. You always got the big guys. You always got the big stops. You always got those aggressive guards. But really, this team has been one of the best offensive teams that St. Pat's has really had through
For sure.
my high school life. I mean, it's fun to watch this team because you're never used to the Shamrocks being able to dribble and shoot that three.
And they're keeping the pace up in the tempo. It's good to see that the Shamrocks are starting to balance out the really good defense that they've always had, but they're really starting to get it going on offense a lot more.
Whatever Coach Bailey's feeding them, it's working, right?
For sure.
All right, it's going to be Niles West ball down by 13 with 6 minutes left. Passing the ball around. In the paint, nope. Of course, behind the three-point arc because that's what they've been doing all game. But, I mean, you really got to change up, I think, your philosophy right now. And you're closing it out right now because you got to get points. You gotta get in there, get points, make some plays. But does not seem like that's what they're planning on doing right now. As again, they're just gonna dribble around.
Yeah, they look to be playing really conservative right now. Need a little sense of urgency if you're Niles West
Justin
here.
Walker gets the steal. He's gonna bring it in. He's gonna get it tipped away. Ooh, they're gonna say it's off Justin Walker though. So, not a silly turnover. It was a good play by both teams. Good play by Niles West, stripping that ball away. But he really could have used that basket.
That would have been nice. I would have put them up by 15.
Yes, 15, but they're only up by 13 now. 58-45, 5:30 left in this game. Niles West passing the ball around, looking for an open shot to take or an open drive. As they're going to say, that's off Shamrocks. Wolf ball. They're going to be passing it out. And it's going to go behind a three-point arc again. So really, staying behind that three-point arc, not wanting to get aggressive right now. You got 5 minutes left now. They've wasted a lot of time on this possession. And let's see if they get a positive turnout. You're getting trapped right there. You don't want to get trapped between Justin Walker and Austin Freeman, that's for sure.
That's for sure. That'll be a turnover almost every time for the other team.
And it's an air ball. It's an air ball by Niles West right there. And, they're going to say Justin Walker walked out of bounds instead of getting pushed out of bounds. But it's going to be 4:45 left in this game. And it's a 13-point lead for the Shamrocks. And, Niles West is playing very slow right now.
They need a little more of a sense of urgency right now. This is...
Yes. Ooh, a nice move right there. but it's going to be off the mark, and it's going to be a foul on the Shamrocks. It's going to be a shooting foul. 3 shots for Niles West.
And here's their tallest guy, the junior, number 33, Adnan Sefrovic. He's standing at 6'7", tallest guy by far on that team.
What do you think Niles West has? Do you think Niles? What do you? What does Niles West have to do to have a chance at coming back?
Shoot that ball, get good shots, make good passes. They basically cannot commit any turnovers from the rest of the game.
Yes.
And they need to make great passes, just get points. Take it one at a time, then go down, play a good defensive possession. You need to keep doing that and doing that and doing that. But we only got so much time left in this game.
Yeah, they only got so much time left, and I mean, the Shamrocks, all they really have to do to close out is continue
Sit on
the
the
way
ball.
they're playing. Continue the way they're playing. I mean, you're up 58-47 with 4:30 left in this game. Oh, as Niles West has applied the full court press. But Austin Freeman's so good at breaking that, he's going to float it up. And they're going to go with charging foul. Now it's going to be 4:15 left. So Niles West now, getting a little bit momentum, hitting those free throw shots, and now, creating a charge foul.
Shamrock's got to stay resilient for this.
Yeah, just make sure that we don't lose our heads. Passing the ball around. Shamrocks right now play some great defense. It's a lineup of all the starters minus Kwame Echepong and Caleb Curro in the game. Justin Walker, though, gets the steal. And it looks like the Shamrocks are going to play a more conservative offense right now. We like to thank all the viewers watching currently. Thank you for sticking through the whole game if you've been here. Thank you for, even stopping it for a minute if you have for so far. We appreciate you guys watching. Nick Shovey checks in the game for, I think that was Justin Walker, right?
Yes, that was Justin Walker, number 11.
So Dom Gladi will have the ball now. 3:30 left in this game. Oh no, Nick Shovey doesn't check it. He was just standing up. And moving screen, traveling, one of the two. Coach Bailey not a fan of the call, that's for sure. But it's going to be 58-47, 3:30 left in this game. Niles West will bring up the ball. Again,
Niles
now
draws
Niles
another
West
foul.
draws that foul now. I think they realize that, they're not expecting us to go in, so maybe we can catch them off guard. But the real now, can they hit the free throws after that? Because they've been good at it, but they haven't been perfect. So if you really can't hit these free throws, you're really lost. You really can't find any mojo right now. And with that, the first one is off the mark.
Niles West needs to be hitting these free throws like you said. They have any chance of getting back in this game. They only have 3 minutes and 18 seconds left, and they're down 11.
Same rotation in for the Shamrocks.
He misses both right there.
Misses
Niles West
both.
cannot afford that.
That's just not playable. We got 14 viewers currently, a season high. And right now, a season high victory for the Shamrocks as they're currently embarrassing Niles West. And for the people watching, tell your friends, tell your family to watch us. It's always fun to watch some Shamrock basketball. I mean, it's 2:40 left in this game, 48-47. You could really watch the finale. I mean, you could watch the Shamrocks become a double-digit win team. I know that sounds interesting, right?
That does. It sounds nice to be especially being Shamrocks as we are. It's nice to be 10-7.
It's always nice to have that pride. 2:30 left in this game. It's going to be Austin Freeman. Who else bringing up the ball for the Shamrocks? Something that really hasn't been talked about this
And
much
a
is
beautiful move by
yeah,
Freeman
of
on
course.
that.
Well, I mean, who else would have done it, right?
Exactly.
Uh, I mean, it's really been a calm game. No really hot heads. No, nothing really thrown. The Shamrocks are treating this like a business. They're coming in, they're winning, they're playing hard, and they're not going to fight. They're going to go, we're winning, we're better than you, right? I
That's
mean,
right. That's the way you
they're
got to
not
do it. You want
they're
to
not
win.
playing stupid, they're playing smart.
And that's why they're about to become 10-7.
Yep, and Niles West, of course, playing that full court press, and it's going to be Joe Fanning getting the ball. And now, instead of taking a shot, they're just going to be passing it around. So a little bit dribbling action right now. Caleb Coro has the ball right there. And it's going to be clock killing. 150 left in this game. 60-47, and it's going to be a reaching foul on Niles West. There's no question on who should be MVP of this game.
Austin Freeman.
Austin
of course.
Freeman. He's not committed that many turnovers. He clearly leads the team in points currently.
Yes, for sure.
And defensively, he's having an excellent game too. Dom Glady will pass the ball out to Austin Freeman. He'll be dribbling the ball around. 1:30 left in this game, so the time just keeps on clicking. Now Justin Walker's going to make a play, and he's going to hit it.
That shot right there and the Freeman shot last play with those beautiful moves, that just summarizes this entire game for both teams, how good the Shamrocks have played and how subpar Niles West has played.
And Justin Walker and Austin Freeman, the really only two seniors that have played today, that really just those shots just show how much development they've had during their time here at St. Pat's.
For sure. And that's, of course, under the excellent basketball program of Hall of Famer Mike Bailey.
Oh, the Hall of Fame, the immortal, the Hall of Famer Mike Bailey. We got less than a minute. We got 50 seconds, actually. That's going to be Joe Fanning with the ball up there, getting surrounded. He's going to make a move. He's just going to dump it to Justin Walker. Justin Walker, as the ball makes a little move, but he's just going to keep it. He's going to pass it out to Austin Freeman. Austin Freeman has it now. He's going to dribble it around, and he's going to keep it for himself for a little bit. 30 seconds now, and Justin Walker has it now. Makes the man miss a little bit. Dekes him out a little bit again. Oop, and now they foul him. 21 seconds. 21 seconds for the Shamrocks becoming a double-digit win team.
It sounds nice when you say that.
62-47 is the score. It would be a huge game. This would make the Wolves of Niles West 6-11. And Austin Freeman's going to have it behind half court. He's going to bring it across half court. And I think Niles West is just going to stop right now. No, they're playing hard. They're playing through it. They're going to play through the clock, but it's going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is over.
The Shamrocks improved to 10-7 on the season, while Niles West falls to 6-11.
Yes, a 62-47 win for the Shamrocks. I mean, besides, Austin Freeman having an excellent game, Shamrocks playing an excellent game on defense. The younger Shamrocks having a great day on the court too. We would like to thank you for joining us tonight at Kirkland Court. The final score of the game was, of course, 62 for the Shamrocks and 47 for the Niles West Wolves. We want to express our gratitude to some of the people behind the scenes that were helping us today. We would like to thank sophomore James Stowell, junior Andres Nibles, freshman Camille Ramirez, junior Danny Hernandez, and sophomore Patty Lewis. Of course, producer and director, the great Mr. Doyle. Without these people tonight, we wouldn't be able to put on the show, and it's always great to have them.
And I'm Jeffrey Schultz, class of 2020.
I'm Jack Warner, class of 2020. Join us again for our next game at Kirkland Court on Tuesday, January 22nd, when the Shamrocks take on Conant at 7 p.m. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.